Hey bird, where'd you go? What? Bird, what's this? It's a stick here. You on the sticks, bird? Let's clear this out of the way so I can put the camera down. There we are. Oh, Sophie. What are you doing, bird? No sex dads? Okay. No. Sophie. Ooh, the wind. The leaves. Bird, what has? Right, well, afternoon, everybody. Cool. Oh, when that wind blows, you really know it. You really feel it. It's us. How you doing? How are you all? Put you here. Put you down here for a second. Then change cameras. Oh, afternoon, hey. Bird, what doing? Look at this. Look at you all wintered up. With the fluffy bits out and everything. Afternoon. Hey, gang. Kissy? Thank you. Hey, you. What's this? Yeah, you don't know where all the leaves are coming. Well, you do know where all the leaves are coming from because it's very obvious where all the leaves are coming from. Hey, hi. What? Oh. Well, the cherry tree meeting in the cube. Yeah, cube form is happening more and more often now. Cube is a very wintry thing, but yeah, you'll see quite a lot more of the cube. The cherry tree above us is if it was shedding leaves yesterday, now it is super mega shedding leaves. In that I might have to bring a rake in here in a bit. Hey, hiya. Bird. See that overbite? Let me feel it. Oh, it's getting smaller. You are trimming it. What do you think, bird? Hello. What do you think? Tiny bit biggles? Well, that's a... There was a very weird wasp beetle bug just then. I mean, I'm really good at spotting those things because we all know me and wasps. That wasn't a wasp, but it was in the wasp family, and I did a little scared then, but not a huge one. It was yellow and black, and that's enough for me to go, ee! It's flown all the way over there. I think Twitter Live, honestly, is just broken. I think Twitter Live... Let me just adjust the camera. Honestly, I feel like Twitter Live is just gone. It's just... They aren't going to fix it. I don't think video is in Twitter's grand plan. Because they've moved on now. They've moved on to that... I can never remember the name, but the thing with the audio. The thing that's obviously just a knockoff of somebody else's product. They've started chasing that. Not Twitter. Yeah, I know, right? The problem with Twitter Live is it's just spaces. That's it. Yeah, Twitter's moving on to NFT. Oh, they're not though, are they? Oh no. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's frustrating because the reason we picked Periscope / Twitter Live was the weird little audio things, audio tweet things, the reason we picked it is that we knew that everyone had an account. The reason we went with Periscope originally was that nobody had to do anything. You didn't have to sign up for any other services or do anything like that. If you had a Twitter account, you had a Periscope account. And so that was the reason why we went to Periscope. Well, we originally started on Periscope. And but yeah, it seems like Twitter is just one of those companies that just sort of go off a product. See what uninspired Web 2.0 features hey Nick from other companies. Yeah, that's exactly their vibe. That is completely what Twitter do. They got lucky once and generated an interesting social media thing, and then they just everything else they've just gone, ooh, me too, ooh, me too, ooh, me too, and they just give it. They do it half-assed and half-heartedly, and then they drop it after a while when it's not successful. It's like, it might have been successful if you put any real effort into it. I mean, the amount of money they paid for Periscope was outrageous. You know, just to completely sack it off 2 years later. It's just, you know, bird. What do we think? Should we go looking at some leaves later on? Because she's got a few leaves now. It's got to be said. There are a few leaves. Let me change cameras and I'll show you the leaf situation. Because there's a few up here, and like, yeah, they're fine. These are leaves and they're quite nice, and Sophie's looking at them and stuff. And then you go, okay, yeah, there are some leaves. She's not impressed. No, she is not impressed. And then you sort of go, well, okay, I mean, some leaves knocking around here and there. And then you look up and you go, oh yeah, leaves here too. Oh no, she likes a leaf. She's very picky about leaves. She likes to play with leaves, and you can always see a leaf that has made it and has like interests her because she stashes it places. Brita. Yep. But hey, what would you call the phase it's in before you ship it? It would be a Brita Beta. Sorry, that was a crap joke. Sorry, I should know better. Bird. So she likes to have choice when it comes to leaves, but maybe not quite this much. I think this might be a little bit more choice than she's used to having. Because yeah, like instead of, ow, that's okay, I haven't just stood on the rubber duck or anything. Instead of losing its leaves slowly and gradually over the space of a few weeks, the cherry tree that's immediately above, like this cherry tree here, seems to be determined just to shed all its leaves in 48 hours. It's just sort of like going, right, well, that's me for the year. Cheers, everybody. Blob. That's it. You shouldn't have. Yeah, you shouldn't have. Yeah, but that could be applied to a lot of things that I do, you know. It's unbelievable. Very strong, very strong. So what do we reckon then, bird? I mean, what are we thinking? Are we thinking like more pinky leaves? Yeah, see, that's okay. But then you've got the yellow ones. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's okay. That's also good. And you've got like your real classic autumn leaf. Do you want to stick or twist? I mean, it's pretty autumny. Because that's just a leaf. What do you think? Comment and primates. Well, hello. I have been called many things, but I haven't been called a primate today. I mean, you're not wrong, but yellow is pretty. Favourite animal? There you go, bird. What do you think? Thank you. Ahoy, ahoy, hoy. She's thinking about it. She's put that one there. This one? Yes. Well, she's not really a pet as such. we are responsible for her in that, she's a pet in that we are responsible for her upkeep and her safety and everything. But she's a imprinted rescue bird. She's a family member. And what do you think? You got a bit of leaf on your... Just get off me, weirdo. Could you? Because she's an imprinted rescue bird, she relies on us for everything. So, hello, hi. What do you think? Are we done with the leaves now? Is this... Should I sweep the rest of them away? Should I get on a... Oh, hang on. Was there more puns there? Did I see another pun? Oh, God. What do we think? Now, I'm putting my leg in a very dangerous position here, because if you do a poo, it's going to go all the way down my leg, and I don't want that, because these trousers are clean on. Oh, hi, Los Angeles. Hey. Thank you for coming. What do you think, bird? Look, it's Los Angeles. Look. Okay, good. So yeah, if you're new to the stream, firstly, hi, thanks for coming. And yeah, Sophie is a imprinted rescue magpie, and because she's imprinted, she wouldn't make it in the wild. So she lives with us in this aviary that's custom built for her in our garden. Her Majesty's not impressed. No, she's less impressed. Yeah, right. And currently, because it's I don't know, is it winter now? Can we say it's safely winter? Do we have to keep saying it's late autumn, or what is it, the 16th of November or something? 18th of November. Is that winter? It's winter. So there are leaves. Late autumn. Yeah, late autumn sounds somehow more optimistic than winter, doesn't it? It's like you're hanging on to something that's not quite as grotty as winter. Well, that's the thing is, no, it's a completely sensible question to ask. It's not naive at all. It's the December's the start of winter. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, magpies mate for life. They form a bond with their partner for life, and she picked me. I am Mr. Sophie. Congratulations on your upcoming. So yeah, she had a free choice of my girlfriend, the female, or me, and yeah, we used to be on Periscope. Yeah, and Sophie picked me. Simply based on seasons being of equal length. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, so Sophie picked me, and that was 11 years ago, and I've been Mr. Sophie ever since. So I suppose November will tell you it's lies. You handsome devil. I don't want to get called that. But are we just thinking? Or are you sort of like thinking about leaves? Because yeah, some leaves. Look, tell you what, I'll do my good deed for the day, and I'll get all the leaves out of this drinking bowl. Because you're making tea, mate. Oh, stunning, thank you. Good. What do you reckon? Do you see if we can find some colours for people? Oh, it's not quite sunny enough for like tons of colours, but there's definitely colours there. It says early winter, late spring with snow left, pollen season. Pollen season. So yeah, the garden looks like a leaf bomb has gone off on it. Must be because a leaf bomb has gone off on it. They are cool. They are very cool people. Magpies are... Oh, no, we've got magpie business. We do also look after... I can't easily show you because they're in a separate aviary, and this app doesn't let me zoom. But we have a separate aviary next door with a rook and a crow. Ooh. Thank you. That's Con the crow. You can just about see him in the foreground. And they're both injured wild birds rather than imprinted birds, so they're less into appearing on camera and having live streams and things. Barmy and forest fire. Those are 2 valid seasons. I wish you didn't get quite as much forest fire as like, where's the bird? Show me the bird. And yeah, they're both injured wild birds, so they're less into me and humans as a concept. But also they live a very happy life in their enclosure. Their enclosure, because they're both disabled, their enclosure is more accessible than Sophie's. They've got more bounceable perches than Sophie has. Oh, hang on. That noise you're hearing is a wild magpie. That's not Sophie. What? That's one of... Sophie has a bunch of friends that come to visit her in the garden. She has at least 2 magpies that come to visit her. And to such an extent that I've ended up making perches for them. I mean, change cameras, I'll show you. Like, so this is like Sophie's living room. This is where she spends, quite a lot of her time. So it's hoppable and it's bounceable. She's got a little shelf up there to store food, that kind of thing. But also, if you look at this perch here, it goes off and extends out into the garden. And there's another one over there, and there's another one down here. And so what that means is her wild friends can come and sit with her. And they can come and sit with her, but not enough to sort of mean I have to worry about baby magpies at all. But yeah, so Sophie has wild friends that come to visit her. And 3 years ago, she wasn't very well. She had an off week. I think she ate something, and she had like 3 or 4 days where she was a bit grizzly and not very happy and that kind of thing. And her wild magpies just sat with her. Her friends just came and sat quite calmly and nicely, didn't start anything. There was no squirking and honking. It was just like, oh, I'm not feeling very well. Oh, I'll sit with you. Sort of thing. Well, there isn't a huge amount of data about some wild friends. Yeah. There isn't a huge amount of data about lifespans, but yeah, the oldest known magpie was 21 when some sod shot it. So you got to remember, like, the average lifespan for a wild magpie would be like 12, 15 years, something like that, depending on where they live, where they the average, it depends. Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, I always keep we got some bum checks today. I always try to keep lifespan averages on the optimistic side, if you know what I mean. I always try to sort of, like, having read a bunch of documents about it. Oh yeah, totally. I understood what you meant. It's cool. So I always try to keep lifespan estimates on the optimistic side. So yeah, it varies wildly between anything, really. It's entirely where they grow up. Yeah, lifespan is better once they survive the first. Very much so. Yeah, very much. It's, if you get past your first year, you've done it well. Yeah, don't worry about it. The lag on the chat makes hanging on to context very hard. Don't be concerned with that. Don't let that worry you. Oh, my neighbour's out with his hammer as well, so that's good. Also, we live quite near a small airport, so you get quite a lot of light aircraft going overhead. So oh bless, thank you. So I apologise in advance for Biggles. Biggles regularly makes flyovers, which is nice. The weird thing is, normally I've tuned out the light aircraft. Oh bless. Well, look, don't make sure not to, like, keep your followers waiting. I do appreciate you coming though. It's really cool. Bub, what do you think? No kissings. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's a wild friend. We also do, if you're new, we also do a longer live stream, because I just do these in my lunch in my lunch break from my office job that I'm doing from home. On Saturdays we do an hour plus one where Sophie gets popcorn, which she is weird about. She's very weird about popcorn. Winter prepared. So yeah, from 1400 UK time, on Saturdays, we do a longer one where we talk more about like biscuits and tea and hot water bottles and that kind of thing. Yeah, live next to an international airport. Yikes, mine's just a tiny, crappy one. I wouldn't be too worried about the winter preparations. If you are worried about it, the easiest thing to leave out is suet if you've got any. You can, if you live anywhere near a pet shop, they'll sell you like a big bag of little suet pellets that you can just toss out onto a bird feeder, and that's really good because it's really dense energy for them. Yeah, and also Sophie is a lot calmer when it comes to shapes. She's capable of a great many shapes. Like if I tickle her on her belly, she'll tighten up a bit. And I'm gonna stab you. Get off me, weirdo. Get off me, weirdo. Your wandering monkey hands. So yeah, Sophie's shapes Sophie uses her shape like we use eyebrows. You know, like magpies do. They'll vary their shape. Peanuts, niger, and sunflower seeds. You're doing it right. Yeah, you're doing it right. Spot on. Sophie, and it seems the Wiles as well, really like cooked pasta. Like if you make some pasta and you've got a little bit left over, let it go cold, chop it up, put it on your bird feeder. That's very relevant to your magpie's interests. That's very relevant. All corvids will dig on that. But yeah, the shape that she got, the shape that you see Sophie do, that was a sentence. Yeah, I know, I always seem to make slightly too much pasta. I sort of pour it into the bowl and go, yeah, that'd be really. Put some hot water on it. 10 minutes later, I've done it again. I do that with rice. I always make like double the amount of rice I need to because I'm crap at estimating. I'm not terrible at estimating pasta, but I'm rubbish at estimating rice. Just pour it in. Yeah, that's right. That's the correct amount of rice. That's the perfect amount of rice. Like 20 minutes later, well, I can do all this bloody rice. Yeah, the trick is to find out which measuring cup gets you the right amount once. Yeah, and then nail it to something. Yeah, that's a really good plan, actually. Yeah. So yeah, the shape you get with birds is like our equivalent of like the eyebrow action that we're doing, and this is like a nice relaxed. Yeah, all hail the measuring cup. But you can also get like a very tight, pointy bird, which is like an alert shape. There's one portion. Oh, are they any good, those one portion bags? I've seen them on like the home shopping thing, but I've not actually. I normally just buy a big bag and just sort of do it. So yeah, this is as you say. Yeah, this is relaxed magpie. Ooh, what's his bird? What was that? I saw something then for a second. What do we think then? This is right, isn't it? You can tell it's not a particularly cold day today because there's still a gap between Sophie's belly and my hand. If I... like that. You can tell that it's not particularly cold because there's a gap here. Okay, well that was the air ambulance, so let's just... Good. She can get really bored. If she sees the female in the kitchen window, if she sees the female at all, pointiness will occur. And yeah, what happens is when it's really cold, what will happen is she'll gradually, over the space of a couple of minutes, lower her belly down onto my hand, and she'll just like completely cover her feet with her feathers, and then gradually all I feel is like a little sort of like little bit of pressure as she squidges her belly down onto me. And yeah, she's using up all of my mammally warm hand energy and sucking it into her big fat belly, aren't you? See, now this bit of your magpie is alert, but this bit of your magpie is still relaxed. Yeah, you've got to be quite careful with rice, haven't you? I seem to remember somewhere that you've got to, like, doesn't rice get dicey really quickly if you like store it incorrectly and that kind of thing? I see. Kibble? Yeah, it sounds quite chill, actually, doesn't it? It sounds like quite a chill little pose. What do you think? Okay, we're back on the abacus then. It's where we were just a minute ago. Decide where you're being, bird. Hmm? You got some bum checks today. Are we doing bum checks? What's this? Macro? If you drop something in there. Oh, I see what's happened here. She's dropped her calcium bone in her water. And there's magro. It's a little bit of magro, bird. You're experiencing frustration. And at the same time, you're lemming up bits of the bone that's floating to the surface because you're disgusting. Yeah, I see what's happened here. Magro. Yeah, it's quite deep, mate. Look, hang on, jump off my hand a minute. Oh, okay. Or don't. I was gonna fetch it for you. Floaty bone. I play bass for Floaty Bone. Right, come on. Look, Bert, seriously, look. Help me help you, okay? Look, jump off here for a minute. That's it. Okay, alright, settle down. Oi. Oh, that water's cold. Oh. Oh, bird, that's minging. Don't, if you drop that in there, I'm going to go crazy. Ugh. Are you being gross on purpose? Table manners. We've heard of them. It's gross the way she glurks it up into like a little parcel before she swallows it. Do you want the bone, or should I just put this somewhere? Should I just leave this somewhere to dry out? Because it's gone gross. It's gone disgusting. I'm going to put it here in the sun, next to your perch. Next to the xylophone. Okay? Remember where it was? You get it all down your... Oh. Gross. That's always good as well. When she rinses her mouth out, she just, yeah. She'll fill her beak with water, and then just let it sort of flow out of her mouth. Normally down my sleeve, because you're gross. Just in case you were thinking about something. Is it slimy? Well, it's not. It's not slimy, but it's cold water. Oh, hang on. Are you? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking what I think you're thinking? Because if you are, we'll hang on for a second. What? I think she might be planning a small bath. Let me just pop her up there and change cameras. What's this? I love the way she does this. Dip. What you reckon, bird? Oh, there's a bit more cube there. Small bath in meat flavoured water. Well, when you say it like that, it sounds gross. You know, I mean. Hey, offered a job. Yes. Yes. Hey, nicely done. Congrats, buddy. That's ace. And a homework assignment. That is the weirdest thing. I mean, like, having a prospective employer giving you homework. I mean, you what? But yeah, that's ace. Nicely done. You bounce straight back. Cool. Are you, if I give it a splishy? Look at his face. Someone is unimpressed by my antics. Yeah. Oh, I'm used to magpie withering gaze. I'm very used to that. I'm drying my hands on my trousers. Settle down. She thinks I'm going in my pocket for something, for like a bit of meat or something. Ace. Well, no, because what happens is sometimes I will do the splishy splishy noise, and that will sort of like go, well, yeah, okay, yeah, because magpie bathing has a very, very specific rhythm, and if you replicate that rhythm, sometimes you can get her to sort of go, oh yeah, I was thinking about it, but now you suggest it. She has such a strong side-eye game. I've never known an animal. Actually, it's not. Neeps has very strong side-eye as well, but Sophie has incredibly strong, just sort of like, male, that was a stupid idea, and you should feel bad. Energy. She's very good at that. Oh, right. But the sun's coming out. Are you boogling or what? I think you might have a cube boogle there briefly. No, I don't think we're going to get a hot tub stream today. Judgmental cube. the less popular Portal character. Okay, is rummaging going on over there? Right, gang. Boogling is when they sunbathe. What happens is if they get like some really warm sun on their bodies, birds go into like this sort of like trance isn't quite the word, but they go into like a fugue state where they open their beaks so that they can vent heat, and they sort of like absorb all of the sunlight they can possibly do. They'll open their wings, and it's a very strange sight. Like, it looks legit like the bird's crashed or something. You know, you want to sort of like, oh, am I gonna have to restart the bird? I do that too. And yeah, it's a thing that birds do. And so yeah, it's not often you see Boogle on stream, because normally by now the clocks have gone back, the sun's gone round before we come live. Right then, bird, come on. Let's do the lolly stick thing, because lucky about he's got to go back to work. Right, here we go. Ready? If you just stumbled across us on Twitch today and you'd like to follow Sophie on Twitter, her Twitter handle is @BreeSophieBree. Look at these production values. Look at these. Literally pennies of money spent on production values. Like a Sharpie and a lolly stick. There's also a Discord and a WordPress wiki you can get involved in if you'd like to. Both of those are linked from Sophie's Twitter profile. Or if you prefer, you can just Google Sophie the Magpie. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for your company today. and we'll see you again tomorrow for some Friday microbrews. Cheers, gang. Bye for now.